David, there's a lot of great assessments out there. There's Myers-Briggs, Kolbe, StrengthsFinders. I mean, you could go on and on and on. They're really good, and I like all of those. Those are how you take action, not why you take action. So this is a deeper level. This starts at the right place. When you know your why, your how will make a lot more sense to you. If you start with your how, then you end up going how to how to how and keep continuing to look. So those are more in line with personality tests. This is more in line with motivation. What is it that motivates you? Why do you do what you do? And when you start with that, the rest becomes a lot easier.
You know that 33% of corporate America is engaged, which means that 66%, they don't care about their job and they actually just go to work because they need to put food in their mouth. And it's because they don't know their why.
Yes. Exactly. When you know your why, if what you do is in line with your why, you will love what you do. You will have passion for what you do. You'll have unlimited energy for what you do. But if what you do is not in line with your why, if you don't get valued for your why at your work or through the choice that you made and what your career is, then you won't love what you do and you'll run out of energy and you'll just end up, it'll become drudgery. It's just what you have to do in order to make the money. But that's not a really good way to live. It's not much fun, right? And probably all of us have been there. I've been there. So I know what that's like, and it's not a fun place to be.
So when you have your why,
yes,
as a business, not personally, but as a business, that's the secret to exponential growth then.
For us, it was. So what your why will do is give you the clarity to clearly articulate why someone should choose you. So we stopped talking about crowns, bridges, fillings, complete gum care, all that stuff. And we started talking about what we believe. We believe that life is better when you have great teeth. In fact, you can't have a good life if you have bad teeth. And all of our messaging, all of our marketing, all of our conversations, all of our team, all of our uniforms, everything we had was about great teeth, better life. And that's when the right people came to us. Not the ones that were looking for the cheapest price, not the ones that were looking for a dark filling put in their back tooth, the ones that were looking for a better life because they were being held back by their teeth. Those are the ones that sought us out. Those are the ones that needed our help. Those are the ones that valued us. That was the shift. So if all you do is talk about what you do, you blend in with everybody else who does what you do. I have a friend that when we've known each other since we were 5 years old. And when I graduated from high school, I went off to college. When he graduated, he chose not to go to college and just partied his brains out until he hit rock bottom. And so he hits rock bottom at, let's say, age 23. And then he starts to develop himself. So from age 23 to now 60, he's been on a trajectory like this. So his runway was, 37 years. So for 37 years, he's been on a great path. He had a couple of years on a bad path for now 37 years on the right path. Where a lot of us go through our lives doing what we think we should do, living life by default, picking a career that we had to pick in the moment to either make money or because we had to make a decision. And then we get involved in it, and then we start accumulating things. Spouse, kids, house, cars, stuff. And now we're stuck. We can't get out of it until we're, say, 40s, maybe even 50. And now we say, okay, I wish I would have known this when I was younger, but with what I have left, now I want to do what I want to do. But now your runway is from 40 or 50 to retirement age or to where you can't work. So you don't have as much time. My friend who screwed up at a really young age has had many years on the right path, done extremely well, way better than I have. Yet he failed early and had that runway. I went along doing something that I thought was what I should do, and then ended up changing at a later year, at a later, when I was older. So I have much less runway to have the impact that I really want to make. Mm-hmm. So the earlier you fail, or the earlier you discover your YOS, the longer the runway you're going to have, the bigger the impact you can have, the longer you get to live your passion, the more enjoyable your life is going to be, the better decisions you can make. When you start with your YOS, the quickest, the youngest. So if you have kids, help them discover their YOS. Get them on the right path at that age, and not age 40 or 50 or 55 or 60. Do it young. Help them young. Don't try to take what you do bad and become good at it. Take what you're already good at and become great at it. Once you discover your YOS, it will uncover that for you. What you're already good at, that's what your YOS is. And then just be the best version of that, and you will have a wonderful life. Don't change. Don't change. Discover you and then be you. And that's all you have to do. When we talk about, you hear often, change your brain, change your life, change this, change your life. How many people really change ever, right? It's not, I don't run into many people that do. They're always right back where they were. So instead of trying to change, knowing you're not going to be able to do it, most likely, don't change. Discover you and be the best version of you that you can be. You're going to love your life.